Hello everyone and welcome. In this presentation, we will embark on a critical exploration of the critical concepts of equity, diversity, and inclusion in the context of modern business practices. Designed for a comprehensive learning experience, this course will provide you with essential insights into the principles, importance, and practical applications of equity, diversity, and inclusion within organizational settings. Learning outcomes include the ability to analyze and articulate the business case for EDI, demonstrating an understanding of how equality, diversity, and inclusion drive employee engagement, innovation, and enhance organizational success. Before we dive into the content, let's establish some key terms that will guide our discussion today. Managerial practices. Managerial practices in the context of EDI involve the methods and strategies that managers use to foster a culture of inclusion, address biases, and implement diversity initiatives. These practices are crucial for creating an environment where diverse perspectives are valued and all employees feel supported and empowered. Equity, diversity, and inclusion, EDI. Equity involves ensuring fair treatment and equal opportunities for all individuals, recognizing and eliminating barriers that have prevented full participation by some groups. Diversity refers to the presence of differences within a given setting, including race, gender, ethnicity, age, and more. Inclusion is the practice of creating an environment where all individuals feel valued, respected, and fully integrated into the organization's culture and operations. Inclusive principles. These principles guide the development of policies, practices, and behaviors that support equity and diversity within the organization. They focus on ensuring that all employees feel a sense of belonging and are empowered to contribute their unique perspectives and talents. We will begin with section 1.1, the introduction, which sets the stage for discussion by outlining the fundamental concepts and the importance of EDI. Moving into the analysis section, we delve deeper into critical aspects, starting with 2.1, rational, where we explore many reasons behind implementing EDI initiatives, including ethical, moral, and business imperatives. Section 2.2 focuses on the concepts of equity, diversity, and inclusion, defining these key terms and explaining their interconnectedness and relevance in fostering a fair and inclusive workplace. In 2.3, we discussed the value of diversity, highlighting how diverse perspectives drive innovation, enhance problem-solving capabilities, and contribute to overall organizational success. We then address 2.4, barriers to inclusion, identifying common obstacles that hinder the effective implementation of EDI practices. This is followed by section 2.5, strategies, where we outline practical approaches and best practices to overcome these barriers and promote a more inclusive environment. Section 2.6 emphasizes the importance of advocacy, underscoring the role of active support and leadership in driving EDI initiatives forward. Finally, the synopsis provides a summary of the key takeaways from the presentation, reinforcing the critical importance of EDI principles in achieving sustainable organizational growth and success. By following the structured table of contents, participants will gain a thorough understanding of EDI, its benefits, challenges, and strategies for effective implementation. As we navigate through this session, we'll uncover how EDI initiatives are not only ethical imperatives, but also critical components of a successful business strategy. In today's globalized and interconnected world, companies that prioritize EDI not only foster a more inclusive and supportive workplace culture, but also gain significant competitive advantages. Research constantly shows that diverse organizations outperform their peers in areas such as financial performance, innovation, and employee satisfaction. Diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives are essential to fostering a positive work culture. Through exposure to diverse perspectives, organizations can improve employee morale, promote business ethics, and drive creative problem solving. Companies are progressively acknowledging the importance of fostering diverse and inclusive work environments, not just as a matter of ethics, but also as a mean to boost creativity, innovation, and overall performance. Organizations allocate resources toward diversity training and development initiatives with the aim of raising employee awareness regarding EDI, addressing prejudices, and improving their cultural proficiency in order to gain that competitive edge. In summary, diversity, equity, and inclusion has become a crucial component, acknowledging that diverse and inclusive workplaces offer a multitude of advantages. Companies that give priority to DEI often outperform those that don't. As the corporate environment continues to change, the importance of DEI will further increase, emphasizing its pivotal role in influencing the future of work. Today, the principles of diversity, equity, and inclusion have become more than just ethical imperatives, that they are critical components of a successful business strategy. The rationale for implementing equity, diversity, and inclusion initiatives within organizations is multifaceted and deeply rooted in both ethical principles and business strategy. Firstly, from a moral and ethical standpoint, EDI reflects the principles of fairness and equality that are foundational to a just society. It ensures that all individuals, regardless of their background, have equal opportunities to succeed and contribute meaningfully to the organization. The commitment to fairness helps to create a work environment where every employee feels valued and respected, which in turn fosters a sense of belonging and community. Secondly, the business case for EDI is compelling. Diverse teams are more innovative and effective in problem solving because they bring a variety of perspectives and experiences to the table. For instance, a 2015 McKinsey report on 366 public companies found that those in the top quartile for ethnic and racial diversity in management were 35% more likely to have financial returns above their industry mean. This diversity of thought can lead to more creative solutions and a better understanding of customer needs, ultimately driving market growth and financial performance. Additionally, diverse teams are better equipped to navigate the complexities of global markets, offering insights that can lead to more effective strategies and operations. Strategically, companies that prioritize EDI are better positioned to attract top talent and retain employees. In today's competitive job market, individuals are increasingly looking for employers who demonstrate a genuine commitment to diversity and inclusion. By fostering an inclusive culture, organizations can enhance their employer brand, making it easier to attract high quality candidates from a wide range of backgrounds. Moreover, employees who feel included and valued are more likely to stay with the company, reducing turnover rates and associated costs. Finally, as the corporate environment continues to evolve, the importance of EDI will further increase, emphasizing its pivotal role in shaping the future of work. Societal expectations are increasingly pushing organizations to adopt EDI practices. Consumers, investors, and other stakeholders are demanding greater transparency and accountability in how companies address diversity and inclusion, making it a critical component of brand reputation and corporate social responsibility. Organizations that proactively implement EDI initiatives not only meet these growing expectations, but also position themselves as leaders in fostering a more inclusive and equitable business landscape. Equity is the principle of fair treatment for all individuals, ensuring that the norms, practices, and policies in place provide equal opportunities for growth, development, and success. Unlike equality, which assumes that everyone should be treated identically, equity recognizes that different people have different needs and circumstances. While equality aims to provide the same resources and opportunities to everyone, equity involves adjusting the distribution of resources and opportunities to account for these differences, ensuring that everyone can achieve similar outcomes. By focusing on fairness and justice, equity addresses systemic barriers and creates an environment where all individuals can thrive. This means that rather than giving everyone the same exact support, equity focuses on providing each person with the specific support they need. In the workplace, this might involve initiatives like mentorship programs for underrepresented groups, targeted professional development opportunities, or accommodations for individuals with disabilities. By prioritizing equity, organizations can foster more inclusive and productive environment where diversity is truly valued. Diversity refers to the range of differences among individuals within a workforce, including but not limited to race, gender, age, disability, sexual orientation, and cultural background. Embracing diversity means recognizing and valuing all individuals with varying backgrounds and perspectives, including those who have been traditionally underrepresented. The concept of diversity goes beyond mere representation to include the acknowledgement and appreciation of these differences as assets that can contribute to organizational success. A diverse workforce can offer a broader range of skills, experiences, and viewpoints, which can enhance creativity, decision making, and problem solving. Embracing diversity also means recognizing and addressing systemic barriers that have historically excluded certain groups from full participation in the workplace. The value of diversity in the workplace is well documented and multifaced. As cited previously, there are numerous reports and studies that clearly conclude that companies with higher degrees of diversity within the organization are found more likely to have higher financial returns than the rest of the industry. Analysis of 2019 data shows that companies in top quartile for gender diversity within executive teams were 25% more likely than companies in the fourth quartile to have above average profitability. The greater the representation of gender diversity, the higher the likelihood of outperformance. For instance, companies where more than 30% of the executives are women were more likely to outperform companies where this percentage ranged from only 10 to 30. This business case for ethnic and cultural diversity is also strong. In 2019, companies with the highest ethnic diversity were 36% more profitable than the least diverse in the market. Diversity provides another important strategic advantage, the ability of winning talent. Organizations that monitor the demographic profile of their workforces are better able to retain top performers while making sure that diverse talent isn't lost. In addition, diverse teams are typically more innovative, better at anticipating shifts, and can benefit from having multiple perspectives to the table during times when enhanced problem-solving skills and vision are needed. This greatly improves the quality and effectiveness of decision making while also increasing customer insight and innovation. Finally, companies that can maintain or increase their focus on inclusion and diversity during crisis are posed to avoid consequences such as losing customers and government support. Inclusion is the practice of creating a work environment where all individuals feel valued, respected, and supported. It involves ensuring that everyone has equal access to opportunities and resources and that their contributions are recognized and valued. An inclusive workplace culture enables all employees to thrive and contribute to their fullest potential. It transcends mere representation to nurture a feeling of belonging. Inclusion is defined as involvement in empowerment where the inherent worth and dignity of all people is recognized. In an inclusive workplace, employees are encouraged to bring their whole selves to work, knowing that their diverse perspectives and backgrounds are appreciated and that they have equal opportunities to grow and succeed. Introducing diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives within human resource management faces obstacles including opposition, data scarcity, and cultural hindrances, which can slow its advancement. These barriers include unconscious bias, lack of awareness or understanding of EDI principles, and resistance to change. Systemic issues such as discriminatory policies and practices can perpetuate exclusion and inequality within organizations. For example, workers who complain about harassment are more likely to end up facing career challenges or experiencing worse mental and physical health compared to similar workers who were harassed but did not complain about it. Technologies, while holding powerful potential to increase efficiency, also present significant concern as they can produce and even exacerbate group bias inequalities by race, gender, or other social categories. High levels of microaggressions at work, such as not receiving credit for ideas or being asked to speak as a representative for a group of people, can significantly impact the sense of inclusion. Over a third of respondents say their organizations don't put enough effort into creating a diverse, inclusive environment. Nearly 40% of respondents say they have turned down or chosen not to pursue a job because of a perceived lack of inclusion at the organization. Individuals belonging to underrepresented groups in organizational contexts, such as racial minorities or women, may be subjected to stereotype-based evolutions or tokenism. These biased perceptions can have negative consequences for both individual workers and the larger organization, resulting in limited progress. Additionally, mandatory DE sessions can be perceived as superficial and divisive, leading to discomfort among participants. These are some of the possible barriers that an organization could face when implementing EDI principles. Fortunately, studies and research have also identified strategies to overcome these obstacles. To overcome barriers to inclusion, organizations can implement a range of strategies. A fundamental aspect of any of these strategies is that it must be comprehensive and affect the organization entirely in all its aspects. A company making big DEI moves before it's ready will most likely fail to meet its objectives, leaving minority employees and community members continually marginalized. One of the main strategies for overcoming obstacles to inclusion is ensuring that diverse talent is well represented. These affect both recruiting and long-term holding of employees. Strengthening leadership accountability and capabilities is also a crucial strategy. It involves holding leaders responsible for DE outcomes and providing them with the necessary training and support to implement them effectively. Additionally, promoting openness and tackling microaggressions, bias, and discrimination are essential steps in creating an inclusive environment which fosters a sense of belonging through unequivocal support for all the ways diversity manifests. When talking about barriers to inclusion, managers can play a pivotal role in overcoming them. A meritocratic and inclusive leadership, where leaders reflect the diversity of the workforce, can greatly enhance a sense of inclusion and fairness. Finally, sponsorship programs and providing substantive access to senior leaders can aid in career advancement, foster inclusion, and actively create professional advancement opportunities for underrepresented individuals can make a significant difference. Actively championing EDI throughout the entire organization and its outside world is critical. Establishing procedures to ensure that institutional practices are grounded in the commitment to promote diversity and advance equity and inclusion is essential. Advocacy involves not only implementing policies but also fostering a culture that opposes destructive social hierarchies such as racism, sexism, and other forms of discrimination. Advocacy for EDI should be a continuous process involving self-reflection, education, and active participation from all members of the organization. This helps to build an inclusive environment where every kind feels valued and empowered to contribute to the organization's success. This unit has provided a comprehensive overview of equity, diversity, and inclusion principles, the obstacles to their implementation, strategies for overcoming these obstacles, and the importance of advocacy. By understanding the strategic advantages, economic, rational, and societal expectations associated with EDI, learners are better equipped to advocate for and implement meaningful change within their organizations. EDI initiatives are not only ethical imperatives but also critical components of a successful business strategy, driving innovation, employee engagement, and overall organizational success. Here you can find a list of references. Thank you.